Welcome to Framework Fortune and welcome back Framework Fortune community. I'm your host Ben and our co-host H&H Trader is down once again. He will be back next week, hopefully, if everything goes to plan and he doesn't have any more issues. The poor guy. But it's time for the last rip where we're going to recap any trades that I took on the day, take a look at some of the top gainers, and also give a peek at some of the swing trades. But let's not waste any time and dive into the SPY. The SPY this whole past week has been red. This is nice little dump from hitting those all-time highs at 454 down to the 50-day. Now we did crack below it just a little bit. The body of that candle closed there, so we could see a rebound on Monday. The thing that makes me not think we're going to have a rebound is because of these two candles right here. This indecision, almost doji candle, followed by this bearish candle. So that usually leads to some type of sell-off. The only thing is it's not at the peak like it was up here. So it could be a false sell-off. I'm not ringing the alarm yet, because we easily could see them pump the market back up come Monday. We'll see what happens then. If we continue to drop on Monday, then it's probably time to strap up and get ready for a nasty pullback. There's not much left once this does fully crack the 50-day to keep it from dropping all the way to the 200 at 410. But that correction could cause panic and we could see, a continued crash down. But on to the trades that I took Friday. So I didn't trade much on Thinkorswim, just took one trade, and that was on HLBZ. HLBZ had made a nice pop in pre-market and then just went sideways. They had a partnership with Fox Networks. We know Fox is a big company. Anytime a big company works with a smaller company, it usually leads to pops. I waited this one out for a little while. I did hop in there 10 shares when it started pushing up at 18.10 for the break. So I got in a little high the first time. And then it got real wild and made this candle. So I jumped in there at 18.4 when it pushed up again. It was very volatile through this consolidation. And then it started dropping. I only had 20 shares, but I did hold because it was holding the 40 DMA. And then you see off of that bounce there, of the bottom of the channel in the 40 DMA, we got a nice rip up. And it started getting a little sketchy through here. This candle kind of moved around a little bit, pushed back down a little bit before it closed. So I just went ahead and locked it all out at 22.06. So a $4 per share move that led to a $79.80 profit on the day. I did trade GRVS, but I traded that on Webull, and I just scalped this thing. It was just on an uptrend all day. I don't remember exactly where I got in on the live stream, but when you got a nice uptrend like this that lasts all day, you just don't see any big sell-off or anything. You can just continue to play these uptrends right off the bounce of them and scalp those bounces. And that's what I was doing, just trying out the Webull desktop platform since they had the new update. And it actually works pretty well with that new update. But you do see GRVS running all the way up to 710. Now on the daily chart, it is above all EMAs now. You can see where this area, this price area back here is some resistance, and that's exactly where it slowed down at. So we'll see if it can continue to hold. It technically still is on this uptrend. So if the market doesn't drop Monday, we can see a nice bounce off of $5 if it continues to drop. I did end up holding my swings over the weekend. This is a bit of a gamble now at this point with the SPY looking the way it does. But off of the past chart history recently, we've continually seen the Fed pump. So I'm looking for that to happen again Monday. And two of the swings I'm holding. One is gold, which is GROY here, which I'm up on. And then UROY, which is the uranium stock. I still haven't sold it yet. I've had opportunities, but it's still bullish. And uranium is still hot. So there's no reason why this can't come back up anymore. This pullback is a little nasty there, but it is above the 10-day. If we can see it hold the 10-day and get back above $5 and hold $5 as support. That could be a possible entry there. And then the other one I'm holding is JCS. This is the one with that $3.50 dividend. They're paying it out on the 29th. So I could just hold this to the 29th. That's only 10 days away. We'll see if this stock stays low or it keeps dropping till the 29th. But I don't think so, especially with this pattern on the daily. Indecision candle there at the support. And then Friday having a push back up, little rebound almost to 850. That's a bullish engulfing candle over that tiny little indecision candle. So I think we're going to see a push back up. Either way, I may just hold it to get that $3.50 dividend on 50 shares. That would be $175. So we'll see what happens, but do expect after that dividend gets paid for this stock to probably dump. Now, one to continue to keep on watch is BTCS. It still has not dropped below $8 since it uplisted to the NASDAQ. Continues to hold 8. We'll see it test 10 again. And remember, this is very low float. I'm keeping it on watch. And actually, I just saw a PR up here from yesterday. BTCS expanding blockchain infrastructure operations include Avalanche node. So if you don't know about cryptos, Avalanche, AVAX, you can go look it up, look at a chart of it. Has been on a tear the last couple of months here. $14 billion market capitalization. AVAX claims to be one of the fastest smart contract platforms offering high transaction throughput. With them securing Avalanche nodes, that means they're going to be staking Avalanche and gaining more assets to their digital treasury. Now, I am still holding shares on Webull of this. I'm just waiting to look for an opportunity to get back in for a day trade. Bitcoin and Ethereum have kind of been sketchy the last 2 weeks, but there's been some altcoins running really hard in the crypto market. And with BTCS dipping their toe in there in the avalanche, that could bring them some attention soon. So looking at the top 10 gainer list, looks like GRVS and HLBZ were up there on top with the most volume. IPH did have a nice climb in the morning before selling off. Doesn't seem like they had any PR other than they were going to highlight some data or something for Congress. That's not a big deal. So nothing else really going on in the market on Friday. DATS did have a pop. This one I put on the swing trade watch list because of this pattern. Now, it didn't break over. It ended up closing back below that resistance area, but that's fine as long as we're still slowly climbing up in this triangle. When we get to the tip, we see a nice breakout over 10, and I think that's what this build up is. So we may see it pull back for a couple of days next week before it gets a pop. Sigma had a pretty decent pullback there on Friday, but still really bullish. So if we see it start pushing back over 10, there could definitely be a day trade on it when the chip manufacturers. So that's it for tonight's episode of The Last Strip. I will be back Monday morning for some more live stream day trading, unless there's a holiday that I don't remember. Let me know in the comments. I never know when the holidays are. But appreciate everybody joining me as always. Stay safe out there. Until next time.